Help us answer that question. Harry, good to see you. Walk us through how Americans are feeling about President Trump as we're now a month into his second term.
Yeah, it's been a month. It's flown by or taken forever, depending on who you ask. But either way, let's take a look at Trump's numbers right now. This is his net approval rating. These are polls, 4 of them released over the last week. And you might notice there's a lot of red on the screen and a lot of negatives. Trump is underwater in all these polls. His net approval rating, look at this, -5 points in the CNN poll, -6 points in Gallup, -7 points in Ipsos, -4 points in Quinnipiac, negative, 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 and then negative. He is underwater in all of these polls. As I said earlier this week, he's a little bit like the Little Mermaid, underwater.
That's one way to put it.
Yes.
Harry, and then how are people's feelings toward Trump changing from a month ago?
Yeah, all right. So you notice all negatives. You know, I come on this program, I give the good news for one side, the bad news for the same side, depending on how the polls change. And here you can see it very well here. Trump's net approval rating, the change since January. 3 of those pollsters on that prior page had a poll conducted just after Trump took office, and you can see the trend line here. It ain't good for President Trump. It ain't good. In Gallup, he's down 5 points on net approval. Quinnipiac down 7 points. And the Reuters Ipsos poll, get this, down 13 points. Their first poll was conducted, I believe, January 20th to 21st. And you can see how much Trump's numbers have taken a dive, how much they've taken a dive since he's come into office. The bottom line is a month in, voters are not liking what Trump's doing compared to how they thought they'd feel a month ago.
And obviously, the economy, a big help to Trump in his first term. What about now?
Yeah, this to me is the biggest shocker of all of this, because you can recall, even when Trump was underwater during pretty much all of his first term, he was positive on the economy. Trump's net approval rating on the economy in February 2017, he was 5 points above water in the average poll. Look at where he is now. The economy, which was once his bread and butter, has all of a sudden been something that is holding him back. He's actually doing worse on the economy than he is doing overall in the average poll. That, to me, is just shocking. That is shocking because Trump won on the economy. And just like with Joe Biden, I've said this a number of times, inflation and the economy ate the Joe Biden presidency alive. Voters elected Trump to change the course of the economy. And so far, what's happening? Trump's not changing the economy. The economy is changing voters' views on Donald Trump. They are negative.
Interesting. That's a good way to put it to kind of help explain it. What about the top complaint that those who oppose Trump have to him now?
Yeah, you might think it's the economy. It ain't the economy. It's actually what we led off this hour with. Take a look here. What is it? The top worst things Trump has done. Look at this, 24% amongst those who oppose Donald Trump, 24%, the top answer in the Washington Post Ipsos poll said Musk, Doge, or those funding freezes or cuts. That is number one. You might have thought maybe as well it could be the immigration policy. Of course, remember, when January of 2017, remember all those folks that were out on the street, they were going against Trump because they felt his immigration policies, that Muslim ban was too tough. But that's actually complaint number 2. It's actually the federal spending cuts, Musk and Doge, that is in fact pulling Trump back. Voters simply put do not like it. It is the number one reason that they oppose Donald Trump at this particular point.
And then what about the Elon Musk of it all? How do they feel about his role in the administration?
Yeah, so let's dig a little bit deeper into Elon Musk. Take a look here. Musk's role in the administration, a key role for Musk in the administration. Look at this. Overall with voters, 42% approve. You don't need to be a mathematical genius to see that 54% is the larger number. They disapprove of the key role that Musk is playing in this Trump administration. And among independents, Jessica, just 39% approve. Elon Musk has not been a positive for Donald Trump so far. He's been a negative for him, just like the economy so far has been a negative for Donald Trump.
And have feelings on Musk changed since he took this role?
You might think, hey, maybe people are warming up a little bit to Elon Musk given his role. You know, Donald Trump certainly has very warm feelings towards the Tesla man. Elon Musk's net favorable rating, look at this. In December of 2024, he was 5 points underwater. Not great, but not horrible. But look at this. In the recent Quinnipiac University poll, he's now 12 points underwater. Voter views towards Elon Musk have become more negative, just like they become more negative towards Donald Trump. Voters, at least 1 month in, don't like what they're seeing. We'll see what happens down the road. But so far, not so good for the second term for Donald Trump and friends.
All right. Harry Enten walking us through the numbers. As always, Harry, thank you.
Thank you.